Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another reading.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is gonna be another pick a card reading. We're gonna be asking the question, who's energetically blocking you from new love? Okay, so this is a viewer's request. I've seen a lot of people had liked that comment, so a lot of people wanted to see this. So I'm doing it, right? So this is that reading. I was like, oh man, this is probably victim stance or whatever. But I thought about it a little bit more, and in some circumstances it would be victim stance or victim outlook. But at the same time, someone who could be energetically blocking you could be a mom, could be a dad, could be a cousin, could be an ex-lover, could even be me, could be even your other favorite tarot readers. It could be any of us. We may give you advice that may come personal to us and our circumstances and not necessarily yours, and that might taint your outlook on love. So, maybe I might be describing myself in one of these piles, but for real, what I was really thinking is that more than likely I'm going to probably describe you. All right, because usually it's just you that can keep you from love, but we allow other people to take our power and think that it's them. But you never know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reaching. Maybe it is somebody else. We're going to see, and we're going to figure it out. All right, so I got 4 piles as always. I need to use these cards. My favorite cards are in here. My favorite deck is in here, and I need to use it for personal reading because I just love the messages that come from it, right? So let's just play a game, right? I'm not going to tell you what decks I have. So what I want you to do is just take a guess at what deck do you think is my favorite deck. And if you get it, I will give you a free reading. You just have to get it. The first person that gets it. So it don't matter how many people say, oh, this deck. The first person that puts that answer for that deck is the one I'm going to give the free reading to. All right. You get 3 tries. Okay. So it don't matter who hit it first. Whoever say what first, get it. It don't matter if it was your 3rd try and you hit it before somebody else did. Don't matter. All right. So take a guess. What deck do you think is my favorite tarot deck or oracle deck? All right. So anyway, thanks to those people who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Appreciate y'all very much. As always, thanks to those people who book those personal readings. I'm gonna get those out to you ASAP. Okay. Also, I'm gonna have to ask y'all for like $2 more whenever you guys send me Cash App or PayPal, because they've been taking $2 out every time. You know what I mean? And then when I want to go get my money, they'd be like, "Yo, $2, bro." I'm like, dang. So yeah, I'm gonna need that. All right. Anyway, not doing too much talking. Let's just get straight to it because it's been like 3 minutes already. So we got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Okay. And the question is, who's energetically blocking you from new love? Okay. So I'm gonna get started over here, pile 1. Boom, pile 1. So, pile 1, who's energetically blocking you from new love? Okay, so the first thing that came to me is like a teacher, someone who's a speaker. This is someone who is meant to be on your path. There could be someone who's working in maybe a similar field as you, or someone who's working on some type of field that is meant for the greater good of everyone. Because I see North Node here. And this could be someone who's selfish or who likes to work alone. This could also be someone who you have unfinished business with, because we have unfinished symphony here. Okay, this is definitely somebody who you had an ending with. All right, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Gemini, could be a Virgo, could be a Sagittarius. And these are the signs I have. And did I say Scorpio? And Scorpio, if I didn't say that. So this is who this person could be. All right. So this person is someone who you probably had a hard time getting over, because it says take a shot. It says don't take 12, take 1, okay, maybe 2. Move on. So this is someone who you had to move on from. It says our backs tell the stories no books have the spine to carry. Our backs tell the stories no books have the spine to carry. So this is someone you walked away from, okay? This could have been somebody who you either were in a partnership with, or this could have been somebody who, yeah, it was some type of partnership, because co-create is here, but it's in reverse. So it's definitely, and it's someone who you had an ending with. But with North Node here, or expansion, the North is considered a North Node in this deck. This is just someone that you were fated to meet. And so so if you hear people say, oh, this is someone you're fated to meet, now, like, what does that mean? Because that always sounds good in theory, right? But what does that mean? So when someone you're fated to meet, right, this is someone based on the life that you're living or that you were living. These are the type of people you're fated to meet. So say, for instance, say I'm a bank robber. The people I'm fated to meet may be other bank robbers. They may be other grifters, other people who want to take advantage of me because I'm living in that lifestyle. If I am indecisive about what it is that I want in a relationship, the people that I meet are be people who I'm fated to meet who are indecisive about what they want as well. You're fated to meet this type of person, okay? So whoever this person was, you were fated to meet them. There was a reason for it. They were on your path. This is something that was destined for you. It has to do with the way that you come into the world, the way that you so it's like the mask, because we have okay, so this is descendant. This is ascendant or descendant? This is ascendant. So the ascendant is how you, it's like the mask that you put on. This is how you appear to people, okay? And then after giving a bit of time, then, you know, maybe they discover your real parts. But this is just like, this is someone who, when you first met them, you were kind of maybe either undecided about them. This is someone who also comes off as, you know, wishy-washy as well, you know, with this in between. But they could come off as either very opportunistic, or as a person who likes to take a lot of chances, take a lot of opportunities, all right? They're very quick, very impulsive. They don't think things through all the time. They just kind of have faith in that whatever they're going after or whatever move they're going to make is going to work well for them. Now, this could be a person who's very good with talking, because you have communication is key, and you have negotiation. So they're good at talking. With perfectionism here, which is a Virgo trait. This could be someone who's very detail oriented, very skeptical, maybe even a bit scary, you know what I mean? Kind of not really, you know, they take leaps, right? They take leaps, and they're very lucky with the things that they take leaps at, because they're very accurate with what it is that they aim at. But it's like they're very scared. Like they're always like they overplan things. That's what it feels like. It's like they overplan things. Like there's someone who can usually be alone. They're either a loner, because we have isolation here. So, and you have co-create in reverse. So this is someone who likes to be alone. They like to be alone. They don't really like to work with people. They like to do things on their own. They're very detail oriented, very skeptical, very critical of people. More maybe so critical of themselves. They kind of like watch their words. There's someone who likes to watch their words. They don't want to just say the wrong thing, because they're really good with their words. So maybe they're a person who doesn't really want to rock the boat with the way that they talk or the way that they communicate. You know what I mean? I know someone like this. So this is what's really crazy, you know, because this is what these is giving. All right. So there's also a person who can be sometimes kind of petty, you know, and a little bit sarcastic or a little bit snarky with their comments. They could be a bit immature with the way they communicate, where maybe they keep secrets, or they tell little white lies. They don't really all tell the full truth. This could be someone who you were either sexually involved in, because I see the Prince of Wands, which is, you know, the Prince of, you know, it's the Prince of Wands, you know, or it's the what is it called? The Knight of Wands, which is, you know, it's the Prince of Wands. But anyway, so this could be like a sexual person that you had sex with, or you were like sexually involved with. You know, it's kind of like that. It's like an energy of you guys being very obsessed with each other, kind of like living in each other's skin, or being like very close to each other. It's just a lot of intimacy, all right? It's like a feeling of intimacy and of communication, but of you guys not always saying what's really on your mind, because that's who this person is. They're a person who's not really on, like, they don't really communicate everything that's really on their mind. You know, because they got the Sagittarius with this Gemini, these are two different axes, okay? So this is a person who can talk, like, they can be very theatrical with their communication, which would normally be a Leo trait, but with Gemini and Sagittarius, I think of them as like a theatrical talker, because Gemini is a great communicator, and Sagittarius is very boastful, and they're very charismatic. So, you know, with being a bold communicator, a bold speaker, you know, I would think of them as maybe an actor, maybe you know, or teleprompter, not teleprompter, but like a telecaster, some type of communicator. Even they could even work a job where they communicate regularly. You know what I mean? It's something like that, where maybe they talk, or they could. I don't know. I don't really see that. I don't really see, I mean, well, creator. So they could be a creator because we have unfinished symphony. So they could be like a creator. They could do like social media. You know, they could do music, coding. You know what I mean? Digital stuff. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know, but they're in their field of expertise at this moment. You know what I mean? So that's important. And so this is actually somebody you're supposed to meet. You know, so that was the important part here, though. But this person is a person who's either they've helped you deal with the in between, because you know with ascendant here, this is about your entrance, how you come into the world, how you see the world, how you're like not how you see the world, but how the world sees you. You know what I mean? So this is a person who's kind of got you out. So you may be, okay, so you might have been a loner, because this is what this person, that's what I'm getting, like this is what this person was meant to do, like to get you out of that foggy feeling, or get you out of that in-between feeling of not wanting to get deeper with people. So this is like someone who you were dealing with when you were not being, where you were being more like superficial and not really getting to know people intimately, not diving deeper. Because with the Scorpio energy here, that gives me obsession. And obsession is about feelings that you haven't quite uncovered, or you haven't quite like dove into and like experimented and really like process. These are just feelings that you kind of like try to push down or suppress and not admit to, or like, you know, get them away. You know what I mean? It's something like that. It's that type of feeling. And that this is what this person came along to do for you, or these people, if it's more than one person, right? So this is what this person came in to do for you, though, is basically to break you out of that rut of obsession of how you see yourself, or how you portray yourself in the world. All right, because it's more like a sexual thing. That's where I really feel it pick up, is like more like a sexual thing, like it's childish. It was like, it wasn't nothing that was matured. You know what I mean? Even with the Page of Swords here, there's an energy of possibly being able to mature, but it just hasn't been done. Like with the unfinished symphony and co-create, there's a need for partnership. There's a need for more than one person to do work in this relationship. And so this is someone who's stopping you. So if you're dealing with them, they're not really working with you. You guys are still kind of like doing your own things. This could be like a casual sex type of thing, or a friends with benefits type of thing, or you know, if it's like a friendship, this is like a hit or miss friendship, where it's from time to time you guys communicate. You guys don't really work or build anything together. You guys don't really do anything other than maybe communicate, go out and have fun, you know, or something like that. Or you guys just work together, because we got Virgo energy here. You guys might just work together and don't take it any further than that. But the whole thing is that this person is somebody who you were fated to meet. You know, these is helping you kind of like find your balance and the way that the world sees you, like finding I guess maybe the right lens to put yourself out into, so that people can see you more clearly. Maybe that's like the vibe I'm picking up. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is just somebody that you moved on from, okay? This is just somebody who's very blunt, could be very talkative, very straightforward, very optimistic, very charismatic. They could be a traveler. They could be a very good talker, very intelligent, very witty, very funny. You know, they could probably be a very good, I said gossiper. They could be a very good gossiper, but I was thinking they could be a very good flirter, someone who knows how to flirt very well, or someone who knows how to say seductive things very well. You know what I mean? But they just come off sometimes overly critical, or very skeptical of people, or skeptical of new opportunities. Though they do take new opportunities, they're just not really a person who thinks all the way through with what it is that they intend to do. You know, what you want, some water? It's in the refrigerator. All right, so let me give your advice. Your advice says, trust. You are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective. Remember what I said? Right here with the Scorpio and that Prince of Wands, or that Knight of Wands, that's more like physical. It's more intimacy, sex. It's not really anything that was like grounded in anything. You know what I mean? So this was probably that aspect where you guys were just seeing each other for the physical. Maybe they were very attractive. Maybe they were very funny, witty, you know what I mean? You know, just entertaining, you know what I mean? And so you weren't really seeing who they are. You were just seeing the parts that you liked. And so it says you are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. All right, so let's go over signs one more time. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have Gemini here again. We have Sagittarius here again. And we have Virgo. Okay? So, pile one, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the third house. Boom, pile two. So, pile two. Who is energetically blocking you from new love? Okay, could be an Aries. Could be a Cancer. Could be a Capricorn. Okay. Okay, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be a Virgo, Gemini. All right. Okay. So this person is similar to like the other one, but not quite. This could be someone. Home, time to go, family, overcoming obstacles, reclaiming their power. This is someone who has good intuition. All right, and this is someone who is abundant, and somehow they are very, they're very emotionally evolved. That's something I want to say here, because you have Hearth and we have fourth house, and when the houses show up, the house is about like your home within yourself. So the fourth house, I always think of, and it represents the home. It represents the family foundations. I don't know if it represents beliefs. Maybe it could, like family values. So I guess it could represent beliefs. Okay, so this is someone who has like strong beliefs, because we got Aries energy here. But this is someone who's revising those beliefs. Okay, they're making different choices, making different ideas. They're trying to maybe not put the finishing touches on something, but they're kind of like maneuvering in a way to make something happen here. This person is very courageous. They're a dominant person, because we also have reclaim your spirit. Reclaim your power, but it's in reverse. So they're working on reclaiming their power, becoming this powerhouse, or becoming someone who can overcome obstacles with mental astute and mental abilities. All right, or just through pure sheer physical will. Like they're building up their will. That's what they're in a current position of doing right now. This person is adjusting their life. They're having some type of maybe epiphany, maybe, because the revision is about new ideas, challenging previous thoughts and thinking patterns. So they're going in this area right now, and this is where they're trying to regain their power. All right, so this is someone that says, whenever you feel lonely, just close your eyes and say, divine source is with me. So this is someone who could be feeling lonely or left out. This could be also somebody maybe who you walked away from, or who walked away from you. If they didn't walk away from you, they walked away from maybe a marriage, or they walked away from a happy family, because we got the 10 of Cups here. All right, they could have left a home or moved away. All right, this person is looking to find their own sacred place or their own safe haven. That's who this person is. They give off a vibe of being a very sacred, a very healing place, a very healing type of person. So this could be a very healing type of person, because they're very emotionally deep. Like you can get deep with them emotionally, because we have marine richness. Now they could also be very abundant as well, because that does represent abundance, like in terms of anything. It could be physical, it could be material of some sort. It can also be in like love. It could be in health. It could be in anything. Like they're abundant of some sort, and they're a stable foundation for you, or they were a stable foundation maybe. Or maybe they are currently still a stable foundation for you. Now, this could also be like a father figure, or this could be like a boss, a manager, or someone who you deem as an authority figure. They're not necessarily an authority figure. They don't have to be in charge of you, but they're just someone who you value their input, you value and respect what they have to say when their opinions, It's someone like that, okay? But this is also a person who maybe have they're very passionate. They could be like a salesperson, or they could be like a pastor. They could be like a preacher. I said pastor or preacher. It's kind of the same thing. But they're very fiery, very passionate, very, very confident in themselves and their abilities. They have great abilities. They're a manifester of sorts, for sure. And they do it with a lot of zest and a lot of pride and a lot of flair, okay? You know, and this is someone who you probably had to walk away from, like you were meant to walk away from, or like if you didn't walk away from them, this is somebody who's walking away. Either they left you from they left like a family dynamic, or they left you and it was like they're happily ever after. And they're just going to like, they say maybe they needed time alone. This could have been someone who feels like they need time alone. But the advice here is saying is if you think someone is lying, they are. So this could be that. This is someone who's not, yeah, they're not feeling comfortable or safe at home, or they're not feeling comfortable or safe alone, or they're not feeling comfortable alone. It's something like that. It's something here where they're like not comfortable. They're leaving, they're moving, they're on the go, they're doing something. Because they're definitely on the go. We had the Knight of Wands, so they're like on the go. This is someone who can't really stay still or stay stuck in one place. It's like they always need something new stimulus, new stimuli, new something here. They need something new, you know what I mean? But they're trying to find their own peace. This is who this person is. They're leaving to find their own peace, or they're trying to come up with new ideas about how to find their own peace or how to find their own stability. Maybe they're looking for a home, you know what I mean, or looking for a house or something like that. Like this is that person who they're feeling lonely at this time or feeling left out. All right, and this is a person who you may have left. Like I said, you could have left them or they could have left you. All right, now it could be slightly manipulative, but I don't see them as like openly manipulative. You know what I mean? This is how they're keeping you. They're keeping you because they're giving you the impression that there's an opportunity for a happily ever after with them. All right, and this is what they're doing. So if you're probably not aware of it, what they're doing is they're very passionate. They could be very sexual. They're giving off the vibe that there's going to be a happily ever after with you guys, or that there's going to be some type of culmination. Or if it's not necessarily with you guys, they're giving the input that there's going to be some happily ever after white picket fence life that's coming after a situation, like after you walk away, after you leave. This is what they're doing, you know what I mean? And so that's how they're actually, energetically blocking you from love or from new love, because they're giving it to you as if you can create what it is that you want, and you don't have to wait. We can rush right into this. You can rush right into this. Your happiness is right around the corner. You don't need to wait. You don't, you know what I mean? You have all the tools you need to create it. Like, so it's not super bad. You know what I mean? So it's like if they're not trying to like tell you that you and them are going to be a happily ever after, then they're trying to tell you that there is another happily ever after, and that you just need to go ahead and just go, jump straight into it. Just go straight at it. You know what I mean? You don't need to wait. You just need to, you know what I mean? Like, you can create all the opportunities you want, and you should just go after anything and everything you want. Like, your happiness is in maybe flightiness or in being a player. Like, maybe they're saying that, like, maybe you're, you know what I mean? So it's like that. It's like they're either trying to manipulate you, and they're giving you King of Wands energy, but telling you that there's a chance of being, not Queen of Wands, but Knight of Wands energy, and telling you that there's a chance for a happily ever after with them. Or they're telling you that your happily ever after is out there. You just have to go after it and be passionate and enjoy yourself and just have fun, and that things will fall into place. You know what I mean? This could be that type of person as well. It could be something like that. But this is just someone who's just not quite grounded in themselves all the way. They're very abundant. They're very emotionally, mature, or very emotionally abundant. You know what I mean? And they have that stability to them and good values, and they give that feeling of home and safety and security. And that's probably why, you know what I mean? Because it's like you would respect them, because you got the magician energy here. You would respect them. You know what I mean? They're like, you see them as someone who is abundant and able to create the life and like make things happen in front of them. You know what I mean? You see them as someone who's very passionate and charismatic and able to take charge and create what it is that they want, or have whatever it is that they want. And so if they're telling you this, you would want to believe them. You know what I mean? And if it's not that way, if they're not like telling you that, then it's just someone who's just trying to sell you a dream, or trying to sell you, like a feeling, an emotion. They want you to, it's player energy, you know what I mean? And it's not in a negative sense though. That's the thing that's kicking it. It's not in a negative sense. It's kind of like, I guess I want to say hoping, you know what I mean? Like, Wands isn't always a hoping. It's kind of like an inspire. It's like a desire. So it's like they have a desire for it to be that, you know what I mean? And they have the ability to make it that, but they're just they're currently trying to find their own level of stability. So it's like they can't give you that quite yet. Though they have the ability to do that, they can't give you that. And I don't, you know what I mean? And maybe they're lying to you about something. This could be somebody who's impatient or quick-tempered. They could be very selfish and only focus on what they want. You know what I mean? Because they are abundant, but they're like, they think that they're doing it alone. And so they're trying to regain power, trying to regain some type of stability or some type of, yeah, it's definitely stability, but it's also like a level of clarity that they're trying to get. And they're trying to make sense of some things because they're coming into like new ideas and new visions. And they're trying to fix some things. And they're trying to be like more assertive, you know what I mean? And maybe a bit more courageous. You know what I mean? Because like that Nine of Wands energy is that's like what they're trying to do. They're trying to be more passionate about things. They want to come in and be daring and like sweep you off your feet. You know what I mean? They want to create a brand new beginning and like paint a picture of this grandeur of what this can really be. You know what I mean? That's what they want. That's what they're trying to do. That's how they're trying to keep you in here. So if they're not currently in your life, that might be what they're coming to do next, okay? Or what they did do in the past. It's one of two things. It's either what they're doing now, what they once did, or what they're about to do. So be aware of these things if they haven't already done that, all right? So let's go over the signs one more time. We got Capricorn, we got Cancer, we got Aries, we got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we got Virgo and Gemini, all right? And let me give you advice. Advice says, positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember, keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. Okay, so pile 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house. Pile 3. So, pile 3. Who is energetically blocking you from new love? Oh, we got Leo. We got Libra. We have a Capricorn. We have a Pisces. And we have a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn again, okay? So you have earth energy, a little bit of fire, a little bit of air, a little bit of water. Well-rounded person, okay? This is a well-rounded person, has a good balance of masculinity and femininity. Could be a person that's very easy to get along with, but they may not take a lot of time to themselves. They're a person who's always striving, okay? Striving. They're always worried about their appearance. Maybe not their appearance, not their physical appearance. They're worrying about their appearance in society because Midhaven is here with endurance. And with taking time out, this is about working hard, doing more, kind of like bouldering through, just going to push your way through, making things happen. All right, this is someone who can come off as very obsessive or someone who doesn't get a lot of sleep. All right, this is someone who maybe you text a lot, or they're always checking something because it says stop texting, stop stalking. So this is a person who maybe either stalks you or maybe who you stalk, you know, or this is someone who you text a lot or they text you a lot, you know, but this is someone who needs to get sleep. All right, they're learning to be more compassionate with themselves. So the reason they're trying to keep you from, the reason that they're trying to keep you from, or how they're blocking you energetically is they're not providing you clarity on the things that you're not happy with. So so it's like, this is someone who's blessed, all right? They're very blessed by the divine, okay? So this is a person who was hurt and other people give them money, okay? Because Fortuna means that other people give them money. So if other people haven't given them the money, so, all right, this is how it works. People either gave them money, they either have received a settlement, or they received some type of large financial gain, right? They could either come from money, They could either be given money, or if they're not given money, this is a person who is very gifted and talented and they make money because of that, okay? So it's one of those two things. Now, this is a person who you could have been in a relationship with, because we have seventh house. So if it's not necessarily an intimate relationship, then it could be like a business partnership. This could be like a creative venture. This could be like a friendship, because it's a relationship. So this is a significant relationship. This is someone who's important in your life, or important to whatever it is that you have going on, and they were sent to you by the divine because it's connected to surrender to the divine. Now, this is something that you may be dealing with for a while, or they're working on building up their endurance. All right. This is someone who kind of keeps secrets. They're keeping secrets about your well-being, or they're keeping secrets about your wish fulfillment, because you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So they're not quite telling you what's making, like, they're not speaking a truth. All right. They're not being clear about what their intention is, or they're not being clear about how they want to move forward in this situation, or they're not being all the way clear and direct about how they want to build on the situation. So if it's like a partnership, they're not being clear about their intentions. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but this is probably most likely is love. I say business, but, you know, maybe you guys were dealing with somebody who you were like in business with or something like that. All right, but anyway, because it has to do with career, seventh house and midhaven are like career things. And this is, like I said, this is somebody who gets money, either given money by other people patronize them, or they had some type of inheritance, or they came from money, or they're just very skilled and talented and they make money from it. All right, that's what this card Fortuna means. So it's one of those type of things, but they're very blessed. All right, highly favored. They're getting a lot. This is a person who was hurt before, and they let that hurt turn them into a leader and not a monster. All right. And like I said, this could be somebody you text, or it doesn't have to be, but they're a person who needs sleep. They're tired. They work a lot. They're pressed about work. They really are pressed about being at the top, or the pinnacle. They want to be at the top. They want to be seen. They want the attention. They want to be noticed. They want maybe fame, but it's not really big on like fame. They want money. They want status, and they want to be seen though. So maybe they do want fame. Maybe they want to be seen by a lot of people. They want to be high up. Okay, because midhaven is about how you were taught to put yourself out there into the world, but it also represents the 10th house, which has to do with your career, your public perception, public recognition, status. It's Capricorn energy, so it's something like that. Okay, all right. So this person could be they're just not being clear. Like there's things that you're looking for, or there's some type of clarity that you're looking for, because you have the Moon and the Ace of Swords. So there's some type of clarity that's needed to be given here, but they're not. They're withholding it. All right, because look, like she's got her arms held. So there's some type of truth or clarity, or there's something that you don't really quite know about, and they're not being truthful about it, or they're not being clear about it. All right, so that's how they're energetically blocking you from new love. Like there's like, they have intentions, but the intentions aren't all the way clear, all right? Because the Moon represents fear of intimacy. So they have, so it's almost like, because with her arms crossed, I feel like they're being like they don't want you to know. Like it's almost like it's like spiteful almost. Like, no, I'm not telling you, I'm not giving you that. I'm not gonna make your day. It's kind of like that. Like, I don't want you to know that you're that important to me. It's kind of like that. All right, it's like that. Like they don't want you to know how important you are, or how valuable you are, or they're keeping away from you some type of secrets that they know you would want to know, or that would maybe disappoint you, or that would make you happy, or something like that. It's something like that. Either it'd be a secret that would disappoint you, or it'd be a secret that would make you unhappy, or it'd be, or it's like they don't want to reveal things. Like maybe there's things that are hidden, and they're sitting on them. They're not going to tell you what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe they have deeper feelings for you, and they're not going to tell you what it is. You know what I mean? It's like they want to tell you that, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're telling you it, but it's vague, because the Moon could be vagueness. And even though with the Ace of Swords here, it's a clarity, it's still like a vagueness. So maybe they tell you things, but it's not all the way clear. It's like a conversation that doesn't really lead to anywhere, that doesn't really get you anything clear, or doesn't really provide the clarity that you're looking for. It's just like rambling, just talking to talk. You know what I mean? Like that's what that would be. The Moon and the Sword would be like rambling to kind of talk, just to talk what we talk. And you would have to trust your intuition to find the parts or the bits or the pieces that are true. And that's how they're trying to stop you. Because with a page of pentacles, this is not fast energy. It's just like slow energy, and it's vaguey, and it's like you don't know. It's like at every step of the move, you don't know what's happening next. You don't know if you're going in the right direction. You know, you got to trust spirit in this, and that's what they're like. They're more focused on business and being seen and being known and being noticed and getting attention. That you're probably not even going to be noticed at this moment. You're not even going to get the attention that you're looking, or you're not going to really understand clear. Like they're more so just wanting you to use your intuition and use your own natural intellect to figure things out. That's really what this is about. They want you to just trust your own intuition to figure things out. And so, I mean, it's not necessarily like them really blocking you, you know what I mean, outside of them just not giving you clarity about things that you really want. That's really all that's going on. They're just kind of like, they're wanting you to just kind of like trusting your own steps and just take practical steps towards where you want to go or what you want to see happen. You know what I mean? So if it's like a relationship and this is somebody you're courting or somebody you were interested in, they would just want you to just like take steps towards what you want. You know what I mean? Is this what you want? Is this what you would want to do? Like they would want you to just to trust how you feel and want you to trust what you think about the situation. Trust your own perceptions of what you're seeing. You know what I mean? And trust your own inner power to move forward in this situation. All right. That's pretty much what they would want you to do. You know what I mean? If you're trying to make a relationship with this person, you know, because it's a person who's very relatable. They're very negotiable. So they know how to work deals and they know how to negotiate. They know how to, they know how to be fair. This could have been someone who you surrendered to the divine or gave up on, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or they gave up on you. It's one of those times. But this is someone who overworks, who works hard and is always worried or always stressed about the next move or what to do next. Or, you know what I mean? They need a lot of sleep. They need sleep. They may not be getting a lot of sleep and they need to be more compassionate towards themselves. All right? This is someone who can come off as being very stoic. They're like a rock. You know what I mean? They're like a rock. You know, somebody who could be stable. They could be very strong, very independent. They could be someone who could be firm, firm and cold, maybe. You know what I mean? That's what it gives. That's what it's giving me. All right. They're disappointed somehow, though. They're not feeling the love right about now. That's what I want to say. They're not feeling the love right now. So, you know what I mean? They may want to offer you something, or they're trying to offer you something, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe they tried to offer you something that was too small, because we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a small offer. So they could have offered you something that was too small, and it's probably because they work a lot. All they're worried about is working. Like, they just want to work. They want to be seen. They want acknowledgement. They want fame. They want, you know what I mean, clout. They want money. They want people to give to them. Like, give to me. You know what I mean? That's what they want. They want attention. They want to be recognized. They want businesses. They want, jewelry. They want stuff, okay? So they're working hard because that's what they want, all right? And so they're already blessed. They already have a lot of good things going for them. And so they just want more, all right? Now, I'm not saying they're not being selfish or they're not being, maybe it's not even superficial like that either. It's just that they're in alignment with where they feel like they need to go right now. And so really they're just trying to build themselves up because they really are worried about their career. They're really worried about, putting themselves out in the world to be publicly recognized and admired and accepted and valued. Okay. And that's what they're doing. All right. So let me give you the advice. The advice says, prayer. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. And then you have compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you leave. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. All right, so let's go over these signs one more time. We got Leo, we got Libra, Capricorn, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces. And that's it. Okay? So, pile 3. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 4. So, pile 4. Who's energetically trying to block you from new love? Okay, we got Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius, oh, okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, or Pisces. Okay. This person feels like you made a bad judgment, or they're spying on you through a cell phone. All right. The way they're trying to stop you is maybe they're being petty. No, I'm getting like maybe they're posting pictures because you got creation here. And this is about being in touch with like emotions, being in touch with all that's around and allowing a creative juices to flow. And right next to collaborator. So this could be someone who's a creator, someone who you work with. Could be like in the same, somewhere on social media, because I see the phone. So I'm thinking like social media. And what I was thinking when I looked at this Page of Swords, I was thinking like maybe they post pictures so that you can see them. You know what I mean? Like, or they post content so that you can see them. Because with the creation here and the phone and collaborate, it gives me like they're a creator and you can see them. All right. This is a person who's very abundant. All right. They could be a bit self-indulgent. Like they could kind of overdo things, and it could be very protective. Because like the Knight represents someone who's very protective of themselves. They're not really like, they don't like to collaborate with people. So if you did work with them, this was like a rarity. This could have been like a taboo because you got taboo here. So this could have been like something they don't normally do because they don't, like, you got to be fair in reverse. They're a person who doesn't like to collab with people. They don't like to work with people. They're probably very selfish. And that's what I got when I first seen Palace. I was thinking like this person is a person who's overindulgent. They're only worried about themselves. They only want what they want. Like, you know what I mean? They're just kind of like living like a good life maybe, or maybe not even a super good life. They could just be living like a decent life. Like it's going okay. This is a person who's like maybe could be overconfident in themselves, or they believe in their abilities. You know what I mean? So they kind of like stick to like what's practical maybe, or they stick to what they know because they believe in what they have going on. So this could be a creator. That's what I really pick up, is like they believe what they have going on. That's the big thing here. And so they're very protective of what they have. This is someone that you probably had an ending with and you could have released them. With Poised here, this could have been like, you took an opportunity. Maybe this was something that was taboo. It's something that was like, and I'm seeing sexual liberation. So this could have been like something that was taboo. Maybe they weren't quite your type. Maybe you guys weren't the same race. Maybe you guys weren't the same background. Maybe you didn't like, maybe you guys didn't share the same beliefs, or, it's something here, right? This person could be very independent and very intense. They could be also a little bit older than you, could have like blonde hair, white hair, longer hair, tan hair. I got some red hair here. We got tan skin. So they could be like Hispanic, or they could have been like Asian or black, African American or Native American. Like they have browner skin. I have some white skin here too. I'm seeing like Asian, and some white skin here too. So I was just kind of like just shooting out what I'm seeing here, because that's what I'm seeing, right? But this person, like I said, this person is very intense, very intuitive. All right. Ooh, let's go with the men, intuitive men. Yuri, right? But they could be like a soldier too. Or because, the Knight can represent like a police officer, a soldier, someone who's like a protector, because that's who this person is. They feel like they're protecting. They're protective of themselves. They're guarding themselves, and they protect the people that they care about. And so maybe they're always at home. But this person is saying like they feel like you're forcing it. That's what they are. They're coming they're coming out of a caterpillar phase, and they feel like either they're being forced to come out, or they feel like you're forcing them to come out. This is a person who's unfair, though. They only worried about what they can get, or what their needs are. All right. So with the be fair in reverse, is the person who's not willing to give or share with others. They're very selfish. They're only focused on what they can get from the moment. So this is who this person is. And what do you need to release? I feel like you let them go. And what conclusions are within reach? I feel like you definitely let them go. If you're not, that may be what they're asking you to do. Like, well, what do you need to release? Because conclusions are within reach. All right. Now, this could be someone who's a temptation to you, or this could be someone who is like they represent your shadow side. You know what I mean? The aspects of yourself that you haven't quite let go of, you know what I mean, are released. You know what I mean? So that could be that too, because maybe you could be selfish and maybe they represent that aspect of yourself that you haven't quite let go of. You know, especially with this releaseness and this energy of being poised or looking for new opportunities or new, like, because they're poised. So this is a person who's always looking for new opportunities and they're very selfish. So they're not looking to give anybody anything and they're only out for either sexual liberation, self-empowerment, or just pretty much to do whatever it is that they want to do. Like that's who they are. They're just more so focused on them. You might have worked with them or collaborate with them. You might have shared feelings, emotions with them. You might have spent some time building something with them, collaborating in terms like a business, friendship, relationship. You know what I mean? It was just somewhere where you guys shared ideas and like worked towards the betterment of one common goal, which could have, which could affect multiple people, like a family, or like multiple people, like a community, or multiple people, like the world, you know what I mean? Something like that. Because I get like a creator, so you guys could be like creating online together, or, running a business together, or doing a school project together, or, a work project together, or something like that. But this person is really independent, and they're more focused on getting what it is that they want, and they don't really care about what it is that other people want. And they're coming out of this caterpillar phase. So they're coming out of that phase. They're just slowly doing it. And so they're just spying on you. That's pretty much it. Then I don't see how they would energetically stop you unless maybe the spying. Maybe that's what's keeping you from, you know what I mean? Maybe them spying on you. Wait, you know what? Page of Swords could be gossiping. So it could be them gossiping. They could be like texting people, talking about people, showing text messages that you had. I feel like they're pointing something out. Like they're waiting for an opportunity to be petty, or they're waiting for an opportunity to like destroy something, or to tarnish something, or because like they're ready for an opportunity. This is a person who always takes opportunities, but they take opportunities that they feel are just for them. They don't think about other people when they make their moves. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna do what I want to do for me, because I'm only focused on me. I need to protect me. I need to guard me. I have to take care of like my stuff. That's who they are. Like everything's for them. It's me. It's my. So they're really confident in like their abilities to provide. So they could be like a hard worker, or they're very confident in their abilities. You know what I mean? They could be kind of conceited or even cocky. You know what I mean? Like over assured that they really have this done. This could be someone who's very judgmental as well. Because with the judgment here, I always think of as a judgmental person. But they could also be someone who's very spiritual, or has very high-minded ideas, or very high-minded. Like they could be they could be a forgiver, but I don't see that with a page swords here. I don't feel like they'd be a forgiving type of person right away. They may, like, I just feel like they have issues expressing themselves, because the page of swords is here. So that's young energy. They just have like issues expressing themselves clearly and getting their point across. All right. So what they're just trying to do is either there's no communication, no talking. And they could be like gossiping about you, mentioning your name, saying things about you. They could have blocked you. They could have blocked you. That could have been what it was. They could have blocked you and then put on this energy as if, hey, I'm cool alone. I'm good. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They could be something like that, where they just, they're not tripping. They like, oh, I don't care. It is what it is. Because this lady's like got her arms up like, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So this could be that type of person, where they just kind of like left you high and dry, blocked you, didn't say anything, and they just went on with their life like everything's going well. Like, hey, you know what I mean? I was only here for me anyway. You know what I mean? I'm coming out. Summertime. Hot boy summer. Hot girl summer. F and F. Here's the advice, though. It says, self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. All right. So let's go over the signs one more time. We have Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay? So, Pile 4, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house.